What is going on? Why are people doing this? People like, we got to talk about this. Elon Musk is sharing fake tweets and posts to his audience of 200 million followers on X after Charlie Kirk's murder and riling everyone up. I'm really disheartened about this. So here's the story for you guys. Will Chamberlain, a conservative commentator, shared a horrifying Blue Sky post from, the app that left-wing people use, talking, of course, about the death of Charlie Kirk. Some woman writing, "Can Erica Kirk be next?" That's Charlie Kirk's wife. Then the two children can be placed with foster parents who will have them properly educated and have them growing up hating their parents. Now, this is a fringe post with 0 likes and 0 reposts at the time of the screenshot that was taken. But Will Chamberlain shared this to say, "No unity, victory." That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because you just found one post on Blue Sky. Now, a lot of crazy lefties, I've covered them on this channel, are celebrating the violence against Charlie Kirk. And I agree, you can't really have unity with those people. But a lot of Democrats are not. A lot of good-hearted Democrats are coming out and saying this is wrong and evil and we don't believe in this. We can have unity with them and we should not be declaring war on them. But Elon Musk responded to Will Chamberlain sharing this tweet and said, "Either we fight back or they will kill us." And he shared that to his more than 200 million followers, and his share of that had over 20 million views. I find that really irresponsible, guys. I really do. To be just days after a murder, right, that has just shaken the nation, horrified all good people, and set us at each other's throats, to be saying, we have to fight back or they will kill us. First off, who is they? The actions of one individual, in this case, this deranged woman allegedly saying this on Blue Sky, you're just speaking with too broad a brush and you're only going to inflame things. And God forbid, 20 million people saw that tweet. Just one crazy person out there goes and does something horrific in response to this. I would be really alarmed to see that. I would think that was absolutely terrible. And I just think Elon Musk needs to be more responsible with his rhetoric because he's such an important and impressive person in so many ways. When so many people look to him for guidance, then he uses his platform in this way. That was my take on all of this. And I agreed with a tweet from Ricky Schlott, who wrote, she's a right-leaning journalist at the New York Post. She wrote, "This is incredibly irresponsible. One of the most powerful people in the world should not be treating a random comment on Blue Sky as a representative justification for fighting back. Things will get ugly quick if the other side starts doing the same with vile crap on X." She makes a good point here that left-wing people could just as easily find some fringe far-right crazy person saying something terrible on Twitter and being like, "The right is irredeemable. We must defeat them all, vanquish them all. This is war." It's like, clearly this is not a healthy or constructive approach to political discourse. And that's all, of course, assuming that the original post was real. It's not. It's literally a fake satire post. And yet Elon spread it like this without checking. So the original poster, Will Chamberlain, wrote, "I woke up to find that this post had gone super viral and that the account was a parody account by a rage bait poster. So I deleted it to prevent further spread." CC at Elon Musk. Little late, actually, to prevent further spread now that it's gone viral to 20 million people. Maybe you should have checked that it wasn't a satire account or a troll account before posting it and using it as a representative of the left and why we can't have unity with them. Crazy thought. I mean, when I do this, by the way, when I see, when I react to crazy videos or commentary on TikToks, I always make sure that they're not trolling. They're not doing satire. I always go look at the original account before I share it. That's just part of responsible digital commentary. And, you can't really, I appreciate Will deleting the post and admitting his mistake, of course, that is the right thing to do, but you can't really unring that bell. Far fewer people will see this correction, this clarification, than saw the original video and, or the original screenshot, that is. You just can't really undo the damage. You have to be more careful beforehand. And Elon Musk even should be more careful before just sharing stuff. And all of this, I mean, they are just ratcheting up the rhetoric. We've already heard people say, this is war. We have war. It's time to fight back. And I actually think that what we should instead do is listen to Charlie Kirk, who I didn't know well. I talked to him a couple times, but I've been familiar with him over the years, and I've seen him do these debates. He did not believe in fighting back with any sort of violence, or he did not believe that it was beyond any unity or beyond even trying to reach out to the other side. He believed fervently in open dialogue and discourse and trying to reach across the aisle. Here's a clip of him that's gone viral since his horrifying murder, saying exactly that. Listen to this.
I go around universities and have challenging conversations, and because that's what is so important to our country, is to find our disagreements respectfully, because when people stop talking, that's when violence happens.
I've never seen someone do this.
Well, it's a growing trend because people like me are facing violence, assault, the left. Yes, the campus Antifa. I've been stormed out of restaurants. I've been assaulted publicly, multiple death threats.
Okay, so what's your goal in all this?
There's more people that agree with me than some people would actually believe, and they come out of the woodwork when I do stuff like this. We record all of it so that we put it on the internet so people can see these ideas collide. When people stop talking, that's when you get violence. That's when civil war happens, because you start to think the other side is so evil and they lose their humanity.
I find these words really, really beautiful and powerful, and it just totally rings true to me, guys. But I also want to show you something that the Republican governor of Utah said after everything went down with Charlie Kirk. I thought he spoke absolutely beautifully. I thought he showed us what like a dignified leader should look like. You know, leaders now are often, whether it's the Jasmine Crockett's of the world on the left or Trump or other people, they're often just so brash and so bitter and acerbic and trollish. But I thought he reminded me what a class act politician should look and sound like. Listen to his words.
Biologically, historically, we have not evolved in a way that we are capable of processing those types of violent imagery. And by the way, we've seen another one with a gruesome stabbing very recently that went viral. This is not good for us. It is not good to consume. Social media is a cancer on our society right now. And I would encourage people to log off, turn off, touch grass, hug a family member, go out and do good in your community. That is happening, and it's happening organically right now. I had a friend in a small city in Utah who said, we're getting together, the Republicans and Democrats in my little town are getting together to have a discussion last night, just to find a way to find their better angels. So yes, this could be, I mean, again, you have to go back to JFK to have seen a video live of something like this happening. I wasn't born until 1975, but I know that things were really dark in the late 60s. Sorry to some of you. I know some of you were there. But this is our moment. Do we escalate, or do we find an off-ramp? And again, it's a choice.
So I found what he said here to be really beautiful and really moving, and I think he's right. We do have a choice. Do we escalate? Do we fight fire with fire? Or does that just mean that we'll burn our whole country down? That's what I think. Is it weak to de-escalate? Does that make us weak? Or does that make us actually strong? Because it requires strength to overcome the raw emotion and rage and desire for revenge that I think are human instincts. But I've always thought that part of what it means to be strong as a man, or really just as a person, is being able to overcome your emotions, overcome your kind of animalistic instincts, and exercise discipline and restraint and choose better than just the kind of animal brain inside of you saying smash, smash, kill. And I worry that people aren't. And I think that Elon Musk and many other people right now desperately need to take Governor Cox's advice and log off for a while. Touch some grass, go outside, talk to some of your fellow Americans on the other side. Remember that they are not evil. I mean, this isn't hard for me. My mom voted for Kamala, voted for Joe Biden, voted for Hillary Clinton, hates Trump. But you know what? She loves America. We have a lot of common ground, actually, even though we have very different political views. And so when we talk, and she's also my biggest fan in terms of my content and supporting my career, even though she doesn't agree with like half of what I say. So it's easy for me to remember this. And in the age of the internet, even on this channel, it could be easy to believe that like most of the people are the crazies, are the ones who actually like that blue sky poster. I mean, that one ended up being fake, but there are lots of people who are real like that, right? But I don't think that's most of us. I don't think that's most of our country. And I think we need to remember that right now. And I also actually think that's what Charlie would have wanted. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't yet. Hit that like button. Let me know if you are interested in these kinds of quick hit videos in addition to my regular podcast, Brad versus Everyone, that I do long form Monday through Friday, covering the craziest stuff across the internet, our media, and our politics. The link to subscribe to that is, of course, in the description. But let me know if you appreciate this kind of quick hit, breaking news style content as well. And we'll be back with more content real soon.